What is up, guys, and welcome to an episode 5 of the Loud and Proud podcast. If you haven't seen episode 4, go watch it now, you bitch. We were answering your questions in that podcast. Thanks to everyone who sent questions in. We had a good time with that one. That was a right laugh. There were some cool questions. Jazz, how's it going, man?
Yeah, very well. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody for start that again. You can cut that. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody again for. Okay. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody again for submitting their questions and stuff. Like, you gave us loads to talk about, so we had a great time doing that. So thank you.
Thank you. And a huge shout out to in one of the future podcasts, we're gonna get one of my channel members on the podcast, which we call Jack. Watch this space, love you, guy. So today, episode 5 of the Loud and Proud podcast. If you're not following on Spotify, go over there now, or I'll come to your house and I will slap your dick. Go follow us on Spotify. Today, Jazz came up with a cool idea to talk about. So, both of us are huge Black Label Society fans. Huge Zakk Wylde fans. I got the SDMF tattoo right there. SDMF.
Yeah, man.
Strength, determination, merciless forever. Society dwelling motherfucker. And we thought we would just do everything Black Label Society today.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people here that are Black Label Society fans. If you don't know who Black Label Society are, then obviously we need to teach you some things.
Yeah, you're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn a lot.
Change your life.
Yeah.
We're gonna change your life and give you a drinking problem.
But don't worry, it's not a problem. You drink, you get drunk, no problem. Okay.
It's fine.
The only problem is you've got 2 hands but only 1 mouth. That's the only problem you'll encounter.
Yeah, it's true.
So Jazz,
but like,
Black Label Society. Let's do this.
Yeah, Black Label. Okay, why Black Label? Well, for first point, I guess would be they've got a new song coming out, or the song that's come out actually, which is called "Set You Free." It's funny because Zakk always names his songs after a lyric that's been floating around on the last couple of albums.
Right.
I'm pretty sure on Room of Nightmares there was like "Set You Free," and it's just like, okay, so it's the next song. Like Zakk's song titles and stuff like that. They're quite predictable, but like either way, it's all good. The lyrics are all there, and the song titles are there, and the songs are there most importantly. So they got the new song out there. There's a new album coming out, which is the Doom Crew Inc.
Ooh, Doom.
Which I think is dedicated to his road crew, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So that's one that's like sort of with those guys in mind. And yeah, in my eyes, Black Label, they can do no wrong. They've been with me for many years now. But what I thought we'd do today, or what we thought we'd do today, is go way back to the beginning, talk about how we first got into Black Label, and then let it grow from there, and then let all because I've been to see Black Label live. I'm pretty sure you've seen them. I've
seen Black Label, I think 3 times.
Oh, god damn.
One of the times I went backstage and I met the band, which is really cool. But yeah, Black Label for me are a huge influence growing up. My brother, no, was it my brother? No, my good friend Chris Lamport. You guys have heard his name on this channel. He's the one that introduced me into Black Label. So Zakk Wylde was with Ozzy, played guitar for Ozzy. Zakk started his own band, Black Label Society, and I was introduced into it. I think the first album I heard was 1919 Eternal. That album is just the epitome of heavy. It's heavy, filthy, and just heavy, with songs like Graveyard Disciples, Demise of Sanity, Genocide Junkies.
Oh yeah.
Then he's got their fucking that acoustics. I think it's called Speedball.
Oh yeah, he does that sort of thing on every album.
Yeah, I think there's Speedball, Tequila, and there's another one, which is just like Zakk shredding on the acoustic.
Yeah, that's great. I love how he throws that in there. I remember when I got into Black Label, it was like game over. I just listened to it every day, and I had a friend over, and I was just playing like Black Label on shuffle while we were playing the game or whatever on the Xbox or whatever, and there was just like this. In the middle of it, just like it was one of them. It was one of those acoustic fiddly things that he does like that lasts like about 60 seconds. And my friend was just like, whoa, what was that? He just went mad on an acoustic guitar all of a sudden. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, for somebody who doesn't play guitar, hearing somebody just rip and shred on an acoustic, it's just not heard of. It's not what you're accustomed to hearing.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, like, Zach is, for me, when I was like, when I first got into and found my love and ultimate man desire for Zach Wilde, there was something about that man and his playing where there was just like so many pinched harmonics, insane fret wanking. And I remember sat there, I was at my mate's house, Chris Lamport, shout out to you, guy. And he would put on the Ozzy Osbourne Live at the Budokan DVD.
Fucking awesome,
mate. And I would watch that and watch that and watch that. And going back to, remember in the previous podcast, I said I'd go and ask if I can borrow his 1.5 years in the life of DVD. It was the same thing for the Budokan DVD as well.
Yeah.
And and I was like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. Look at this guy, you know, fucking huge beard, you know, black jeans, massive chain, boots, denim vest. This guy was just an absolute beast. And then he lent me the alcohol fueled
Brutality.
No, wait. Yes, no, the Booze, Bruised and Broken Boned DVD.
Oh yeah.
He lent me that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with all the 99 Eternal stuff on it as well.
Yeah. And I put that on. Me and my brother watched it, and I just remember sitting there completely mesmerized by the show and like Zach's playing, and I modeled a lot of my playing back in the day on that show. So I bought the Boss OD1 Overdrive, which he was using.
Right.
And I used to put it on. I was like, oh yeah, Zach Wilde, man, this is fucking awesome. And I just watched it, and I was just fucking that was when Rob Trujillo was in the band.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Rob Trujillo in Black Label Society.
He was in Black Label.
It's fucking insane.
He's been everywhere.
He's been with Ozzy, Black Label. Then he came to Metallica, and he just can't sing. But anyway, that DVD for me,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, that DVD for me, like, took. And there was like the behind the scenes backstage bits. Yeah. Where there was the guitar lessons from Zach, where he taught Miracle Man, Cry Me a River by Pride and Glory, his solo project thing. And like the interviews where Zach had like a bed sheet on his head.
He did.
With
the
like,
ghost of rock and roll
ghost
past.
Of rock past, yeah. And mate.
And then they're like Nick's doing an interview, and they're just throwing bottles at him.
Yeah. Oh
like
god. There's like Craig Noonamocker, the drummer, is sat on the floor with a guitar playing. And Zach sat there with this bed sheet on his head, and Nick Catneys is stood next to him with like he's got like a pillow up his shirt. He's got a huge fake beard. Mate, I used to watch that. That's where like I found my love for drinking beer and partying. Is watching these guys just fucking, because that's what it's all about, you know. And I think I really then got, me and my brother we got massively involved with Black Label Society.
Yeah, totally.
There's just, I don't know, there's something about what I love about Black Label is that they, like, obviously they're fucking amazing band, they write great music, but they don't take themselves seriously at all. Every music video,
not at all.
Well, like 80% of their music videos are just an absolute piss take. Like the new one, for example.
It's hilarious. It's fucking, the wedding band.
And there's just loads where, but I remember an interview with Zach, and he was like really drunk in Australia. Like he was absolutely smashed, you could tell. And he's like, they were like, I think it was when the Shot to Hell album came out.
Yeah. And
they were like, oh, so tell us about the new album. And he goes, this is possibly the worst crap shit you will ever hear. And I think I love that about them, is they don't take themselves seriously. They do something that's completely goofy and fucked up, but it works. Like, have you seen their Instagram posts when they do like all the punching stuff?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Father Dario, what do you think of this? Hey, check it out, Mongoose. The new Wild Audio signature guitar. What do you think? Whack.
So a little insight to my YouTube channel. So I've been a huge Black Label Society fan my whole life, and the Brotherhood, because they're like a motorcycle gang. You know, they got the 3-piece patch set on their vests, and they're kind of like a brotherhood, a motorcycle gang. And for me, growing up, like I really loved that, because it's like you've got these bunch of guys, and you know all their fans. You're part of that group, you know, that brotherhood. And I always thought that was just awesome. And when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, that's how I want it to be. I want to, you know, have this following of people that we all stick together, we all look out for each other.
Yeah.
And I kind of took that approach with it, and I've even to this day, that's how I see my YouTube channel. We're like a brotherhood, where we look after each other, we take care of each other, you know. And I think that, amongst many things, is a huge influence on my life, my YouTube, my partying. It all stems from Black Label and Zakk Wylde, you know. Not to mention that Zakk Wylde has a fucking amazing beard.
Yeah. Well, I'm exactly the same there. Like, Black Label quite honestly changed my life. Like, and it set like a mentality for me. And you know, Black Label was one of the first bands I got into outside of Metallica. So after just like Hardwired being into Metallica and Both My Valentine, somebody was just like, oh, I don't like this power metal and this metalcore. I like Black Label Society. So I was like, okay, I'll go and listen to them. So I went to school, and there was like an MP3 site that you could actually get on that wasn't blocked. And Black Label Society, and only a few songs came up. And the first one that I downloaded was Fire It Up.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my fucking God.
Everything changed.
It blew my fucking face off, that riff, that solo. And at that point, I liked guitar solos and stuff, but I hadn't really heard, like, for me, it's always been about the riff. And I hadn't heard lead guitar that I wanted to be exactly like. Loved all of Kirk's stuff in Metallica, obviously Both My Valentine, Michael Padgett, you know, and Matt trading off and stuff like that. Cool, you know. And it a lot of that stuff, I don't know, it sounds doable. But there's something about Zack's style that when I heard it, it just blew my fuck. I had the same chills when I heard Zack's solo on Fire It Up as I had when I first heard Sad But True.
Yeah.
When I hadn't heard heavy metal at that point, right? And then that sent me off down the rabbit hole. I got hold somehow, borrowed a DVD, the Boozed and Bruised one.
Mate,
right?
Yeah.
I was well disappointed because they didn't play Fire It Up because it wasn't even out at that point. I didn't realize. And then what I did is I just sort of like grew from there, I guess. I went to HMV. I bought the Sonic Brew record. I thought might as well just start at the bottom. I was completely confused by it because it's so across the board. It's like all this material that Zack's got that's not Pride and Glory and not Ozzy found its way onto that album.
Yeah.
So you'll have a song like The Beginning at Last with the big heavy riff in the middle and stuff like that, which was like kind of low tuned bottom string, you know, which was a sign of things to come. But then you'll have a song like Spoke in the Wheel.
Oh yeah.
But then you'll have weird stuff like Black Pearl, right? Which was really weird. So it was a bit of a mishmash, and then coming forward from there, like I got hold of like the Stronger in Death album, and I just kind of worked my way through the albums, and then I started like getting into them. Like I wanted Zack's guitar style. I just wanted that. I just obsessed with his style for fucking years, like picking every note. And you know, some people say that, you know, it's just like, oh man, you can do like Zakk Wylde licks and stuff. I will not lie to you, it's not fun to do. I don't enjoy it. It hurts to play like that. I'm small. I mean, look at the size of Zack. Some people say like, how does he get such wide vibrato and stuff? How is it so easy? Look at the size of the guy in his hands.
I mean, I've met Zakk Wylde. He is a big dude.
Yeah.
Right, he's a big dude, and he smells delightful. But he's a bit of a fucking unit, 100%.
And that all goes into his playing style. There's a lot of weight behind the way he's hitting those strings and he's doing that bending and stuff. So I remember at one point buying the Zakk Wylde strings when I was like 18 and sticking them on. And I didn't realize it was his custom gauge for when he does like the low A or the low B. 60 gauge on the bottom. and here's me trying to tune it up to an E. He snapped my neck.
What? What?
So needless to say, they went in the bin because I had to get new strings after that. But like, yeah, the mentality at that point, I was in a job that I fucking hated. I was landscaping every day, like grafting, lifting 3x2 slabs, like digging in the fucking mud and shit. And Black Label gave me fucking work ethic.
Yeah.
GIFD.
Get it fucking done. Yes.
And you know what? That gave me like, I was just like, yeah. Like, for somebody so young who didn't want to be doing that job, it was like, yeah, work ethic. Yeah, kind of thing. And that GIFD ethic I've carried with me, like, until present.
Yeah.
Like, just like, whatever you do. And then the other thing that Zach says, find what it is that you love to do, and then you do it to death.
Very true.
And I've
100%.
done that. And I like to think I've tried to do that as well. And then the drinking.
Yeah.
So I remember my earliest memories was because like obviously once I got on YouTube and watching all like documentaries and all the live shows and stuff, like it just floored me. But I remember when my nan, who I lived with, would go away, I'd be like, right, it's Black Label Society weekend, right? So I would walk up to Morrison's, I'd go to the shop, right? It was only a walk away, and I would get I'd make a carbonara every time, a delightful meal, right?
Wow.
And
nice.
then I'd put that documentary on my laptop while I was cooking, while I was eating, and then I'd spend the rest of the night getting tanked on beer and playing guitar. And then other times I remember watching, because like when my nan was in, I couldn't always just be like banging my amp away and like playing like crazy. I remember just having my earphones in and just pretending to play along to Funeral Bell, Suicide Messiah, Fire It Up, and all those from the Doom Trooping concert. It was that concert, the big chorusy guitar sound, the low tuned strings for certain songs. And it was that taught me that you don't have to do a full drop tuning. Sometimes you can get really interesting stuff just by dropping your low string down to a B and just change your positions on the board.
Yeah.
So those are like my earliest memories of Black Label.
Yeah, no, like recently I've been like really like that Black Label tuning, right? So tuning your guitar a whole step down and then tuning that low string down. Oh my god, it's like it's when you do that big open it's like it's a completely different type of filthy. And I've been so like inspired lately just playing, coming up with riffs and with that tuning. So I'm definitely going to play around with that tuning a whole lot more now. And
the amount of stuff I've had out of that tuning is nuts. But it's funny though, because you'll see like in interviews with Zach, he'll say, oh, I don't use a whole lot of weird tunings, but I just tune the top string down. But for normal people, that is a weird tuning.
Yeah.
They think if you're going to go down, you're going to do a drop B, a drop C, that sort of thing. But people don't know, like guys like Zach and Alter Bridge. This is how I learned about other tunings. Between those two bands, it was Zach and Alter Bridge. Yeah. Mark Tremonti. You know, like Alter Bridge do exactly the same thing. They'll just take like a half step guitar and they'll tune their low string all the way down to a B flat, and the riffs you can get out of that like still remains off of AB3. That's an example of that, right?
Yeah.
And the riffs that you can get out of it are just enormous.
Yeah, man, it's yeah. I you know what was funny? As of like recent, I never really knew that was the tuning that they done, and it made me think back in the day when I was trying to play songs like Funeral Bell and Suffering Over Jill. I was like, it doesn't sound quite right, so because I would tune it to like standard drop B.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't sound quite right, but now it's like when you know. And
when you know, I'm very fortunate to have figured that out early on.
Yeah.
And you know, it's stuff like because he pushes it to. I think the limit he pushed it to was and over your will, and then you'll see. Now get on your knees and worship me. It's from Stronger Than Death. It's the single from that. I think it is Stronger Than Death. Yeah. It's not Stronger Than Death. It's another one. It's the
13 Years of
Organized
Grief.
Religion one. Not that one. It's another one. It's
Counterfeit God.
Counterfeit God. There we
Yes!
go. There we go. Yeah.
Tits and
He tuned
bitches.
that. Counterfeit God. He tuned the bottom string down to like a G,
Yeah.
and I remember thinking like, how is his string not spaghetti? But he makes up for that by using like a real heavy gauge on that bottom low string.
Yeah.
But I remember him even saying like that song we just can't pull off live because it just sounds too fucking low.
Yeah.
You know.
I think when you're in
But it was really cool.
Yeah. When you're in a studio, I think it's easier to pull off than on a live kind of vibe, you know. But Counterfeit God, that's a great song. Fucking down, no,
I had that Stronger Than Death on all day today while I was restringing my my BC Rich.
Yeah, man.
That album is like, man. Because the thing is, obviously I'd heard like the couple of bits and bobs that I got from the MP3 sites in school. And I bought Sonic Brew.
Yeah.
Which is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Then somehow I was at a friend's house and I said, can you download me a Black Label album? Yeah, sure. I had my MP3 stick there. And he didn't even know. We just picked the first one that we saw and it was Stronger Than Death. Little did I know it was the second one. And I listened to it on a National Express coach going down to my mum's in the school holidays, and I was like, fucking hell, this is different. Like he has that football player talking on what's it called? Phony smiles and fake hellos.
Yeah.
Like that guy does all like the you.
Yeah.
You know, that guy's on that, and it was just like, wow, this is completely different.
Fucking right, man. Fucking right. Shit. Yes. So yeah, I mean the first Black Label Society album, was it Sonic Brew? Yeah.
Sonic Brew.
I remember listening to that, and do you know what? It sounds like, to anyone who obviously doesn't know about putting songs together and instruments and tone and shit, there's something about it just like, I think the bass guitar on that album really makes it. Like there's certain songs like
it's so audible.
The song, I think it's called Hey You.
Yeah.
Down. And it's like
you like that at that point.
It sounds very distorted and like peaked. Yeah. But obviously it's meant to be like that, and I think I was fascinated by that because I was like, wow, this sounds horribly sexy.
Yeah.
And
I listened to Sonic Brew today, the remaster.
Yeah.
And it's a lot smoother. It's almost like it was like shit.
Yeah, but that's not good though, because that distortedness that makes it what it was. You know, you listen to it and you're like, oh, that's just fucking good. Yeah. You know, like I love that album. I mean, yeah, like they've brought out a lot of albums. They've done, you know, things like, one of my favourites is Hangover Music.
Yeah, massively.
Now, if you're someone like me, and you love your beverages, and sometimes you like to go a little too far with your beverages to the point where, you know, there's no return, and you wake up in the morning and your mouth is like the inside of fucking Gandhi's flip-flop. And I remember I used to wake up around when I was like 18, 19, I'd wake up fucking absolutely rotten, hungover as shit, and I would put Hangover Music on.
Yeah,
I'm like, Zach's got something here. This works. There's like songs on there like, you know, Heart of Gold, White Shade of Pale, Crazy or High, Damage is Done. Damage is done, mate. Damage is done.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
Every time I put that on, like there's like a little hand that just tickles my scrotum.
For me, it would be Lane.
Yes.
Like obviously dedicated to Lane Staley, but oh fuck, the jam with like the piano at the end, like coming in, and like the like how jazzy it is. And I don't mean me, I mean the genre. Yeah.
You twat. I don't mean me.
Like, well, there have been very confused people over the time. But yeah, like that. Yeah, I like that album, and that kind of makes me feel bad because because we're gonna rank our favorite Black Label.
Yeah, we're
albums.
gonna rank. We said rank, okay? Rank. with an R. We're
gonna rank them together.
We're gonna rank together on camera for you people.
It makes me feel terrible because I ranked Hangover music so low, and I'm regretting the list that I wrote now. Because so basically, what would happen when I was younger? My mom and my god awful stepdad used to, who is now dead, calm as a bitch, would go away.
Into a dark place now.
And they would. I know.
Shit.
Is there anything you need to talk about?
Yeah, do you need to let's just take a pause for a second, guys. You're watching. We're all in this together. Do you want to talk about anything, Jazz? Do you want to get us off your chest?
Life was just so hard in the beginning.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Anyways, I would go down there and I'd look after the house because there's Bengal cats that can't go out, and then the cats need to be looked after, so go down there. And I remember, like, my days, because I didn't have internet at home, as you guys know, I've said this a million times before. Down there, it was like, a computer. Yeah, internet. Like, so it's just like, Bolt My Valentine, Metallica, Black Label Society, fucking hardwired into that, you know? And, I watch all like the Black Label stuff, all the live stuff, Doom Trooping, and then in the morning, I'd be hungover as fuck because my mum would leave me a load of beer, sometimes a bottle of Jack Daniels, and
parenting done the correct way.
That is parenting done right. I won't lie. They encouraged my problems. It's very strange.
If you're a parent and you go on a holiday and you're leaving your children at home alone, make sure you stock their fridge full of beer and all kinds of hard liquor, and they can turn out to be extremely respectable human beings like me and Jazz right here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, she honestly, fair play to the woman. I mean, she left me like a crate of like San Miguel, crate of like Stella, like full bottle of Jack Daniels, and then plus all the cocktail stuff that was on the side.
Wait, you said she lives near me, didn't you?
Yeah, she does. But I haven't spoken to her in a year, so
hook her brother up.
So I go down there, watch all the stuff in the morning, I'd feel wrecked as fuck, and I would, like, while I was cooking my bacon, I would put on, because they had the Zeppelin thing. I don't know if you remember when dock stations were a huge thing. They had this Bose thing. They called it the Zeppelin. They had that on the side, and I put my iPhone on there when you could actually plug a fucking iPhone into stuff. I would play it, and all the songs would come on. You know, Crazy or High,
man.
A House of Doom, Lane, you know. But the cool thing about that album was it's great because, like, you get up in the morning to it, you listen to it while you're shaking it off. And then you can have your day of chaos, your night of chaos. And then at the end, when you're just winding down and you want to listen to some mellow stuff, you can put that album back on and listen to like stuff like Lane and just completely chill out to it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, that album, I think it shows a completely different side of Zach. I mean, he's a great piano player. Like, his piano skills are just like amazing. But that album for me, like, I just fucking always loved the song White Shade of Pale, which was a cover. I don't know who done it originally, but the original was played at my granddad's funeral. And
fuck.
Yeah, because he loved that song. And I when I listen to it, you know, I think of him. And I remember being at the funeral and they were playing it, and there was part of me that was like, you know, sad, obviously. But then I was just like, I wish they played the Zakk Wylde version.
Yeah, I wish the Black Label version was
God
damn
motherfucker.
it. I was like, hang on, guys. I got a better version. Hold on.
Yeah, hold up. Just fucking plugging my phone in and fucking. But yeah, I mean, hangover music has got me through a lot of tough hangovers. And if you go as hard as I do, and I have done in the past, hangovers are terrible. So to have something like that dedicated to, you know, your situation is a great thing. So shout out to you, Zakk Wylde. I mean, he knows. The man was like the master of drinking. The man knows what cures a hangover. People say to me now, oh, what's good for a hangover? It's like hangover music.
Yeah.
And more alcohol.
Literally.
You keep drinking, you kind of like bring yourself back up level, you see?
It's the smartest marketing ever.
Yeah, 100%.
That guy is a genius.
I think even people that
as far
don't
as
know,
marketing goes.
I think people that don't know Black Label Society, if you played them that album, they were like, "Oh yeah, I can put this on while I'm, you know, hanging out of my arse."
As a matter of fact, any any of the ballads on Zakk Wylde. Like, for instance, my other half, she's no by means like a heavy metal header like me or anything, but like she loves hangover music. Like, as a matter of fact, when I picked up my car, we drove all the way to Hull to get that fucking thing. When we were driving up there, she was like, "You've got the music," because she had to drive me up there, and it's just like hangover music, and like she loves Zakk Wylde, but maybe a little bit too much, because like here's the story for you. I was sat here, right? So like I'm sat here, the couch is behind me, right? She sat on the couch one night. We were just drinking and having a good time. This is about label. I was put on Bridge to Cross, right? And then like you hit this acoustic version on YouTube, and then I put like Queen of Sorrow on, and stuff like that, where he's just playing acoustic guitar, and she said words to the effect of, "Oh, not like it's nice to have lots of cuddles," and I was just like, okay. So I went on over to the sofa while we were listening to it, put her arm around her. She's like, "No, not with you. I'd like to have him with Zakk." She's like, "He looks like a really cuddleable guy with his big beard." I was like, "Fuck's sake! I thought you were being romantic."
See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what a good beard does.
Yeah, that's why my relationship continues to be a strain.
It's because he doesn't have a beard, and she's constantly watching my YouTube video, my YouTube channel in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, like,
we'll leave that in. That's fucking hilarious. I was gonna say that's why she watches Black Label videos, but no, you had to go there.
But yeah, I mean, like, you know, going off of hangover music, going on to things like Book of Shadows. First time I heard Book of Shadows, mate. Book of Shadows for me was a time.
Yeah.
I'd sit in my friend's bedroom, right, and we'd be like listening to these songs like Way Beyond Empty, fucking Dead as Yesterday, you know, all this shit, man. It's just another side of Zakk. And do you know what? I'm gonna share something with you, but my girlfriend doesn't actually believe me, but it's true. So growing up listening to Black Label, I always knew from listening when Zakk Wylde had a beard and when he didn't have a beard, because he sounds.
I know exactly too.
He sounds different when he doesn't have a beard, right?
Sounds different. Yeah. His early years, Pride and Glory, and Book of Shadows and stuff. He's got this James Brown thing going on with him. Oh yeah, that sort of thing going on.
But like the
coming forward, the longer the beard got, the more
the more Ozzy came in. But
right.
But like
right.
Sonic Brew, Stronger Than Death, he didn't have a beard.
Yeah. Nope.
And it's like you can tell, and then you listen to something like 1919 Internal, it's like, yeah, he's got his beard. And it's weird.
It's gonna break you, son. It's gonna rot you through.
It's really weird.
Forget the past and all you ever knew.
I mean, that just made it sound really gay.
Sorry.
Do you know what's funny, right?
That's how he sang back
then. Does. But do you know what, right? I was stood the other night, right? I was sat there. Me and my girlfriend were just chilling, listening to Black Label. And I was like, to sing any Black Label song, all you have to do is oh yeah. Like, you don't need words, you know. It's on a rock and wow, you wanna wow, wow. Shit.
Bleed for me, yeah. Oh yeah, and then each word turns into a yeah. So I bled for you, yeah.
Yeah. Or like on the Book of Shadows stuff, he's always like talking about like my son or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's
child.
Oh,
child.
Yeah.
He finishes every line with oh my son, or oh my child.
Yeah, it's like all the slow stuff. It's child and son, but all the heavy stuff is like yeah. Fucking hell,
mate. Get off my spectrum, man. Why are we so similar?
It's
Why
weird,
do we
right?
on the same thing.
But honestly, like, you listen to it and it's literally like, you don't even need words. You just fucking sounds like
As a matter of fact, I don't even think a talk box was necessary.
Zakk Wylde is a human talk box. I don't think he used one.
Fire It Up did not need. No, I don't. Wow.
But yeah, like so Zach Wilde is just a man of just awesome. His vocals have definitely got that Aussie kind of vibe, you know. Especially when you listen to like Zach Sabbath, his Zach Sabbath stuff, like he's definitely like what is it? You know the song Stillborn.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say you can't tell who's who.
Yeah, he's very Aussie. Then you got Aussie doing the backing vocals. But I mean, okay. Here's a fun one for you. For me, I love Zach Wilde. I'm not, you know, I always talk about lead guitar playing being overrated. It's not impressive. Okay, it's not impressive. This is how I describe Zach Wilde soloing. This is no hate because I love the man. The man is why I'm the man I am today. The way I picture Zach Wilde planning a guitar solo is he chooses like a box pattern, and then his challenge is to play as many sequence of notes in that one box as fast as he can. That's exactly how I describe Zach Wilde's soloing.
As a matter of fact, you're right. He follows a formula. So the formula is this: bend, big bend, right? Pentatonic run, then a scale run of some sort, like some wacky mode, couple of hung out notes, blues lick, bend, out, back into the
insane
chorus.
Vibrato throughout.
Yeah, insane vibrato. Like each one of those solos has to end with whoa,
always,
and then back in.
Have you ever watched Home Alone? The Home Alone films, when it's like whoa,
That's it,
mate. Do you know what? Right? Okay, so on the topic of Zach soloing, the other day it was so funny. I think it was the other morning actually. I put this video on of Zach back in like the Book of Shadows days, like the first Book of Shadows, and he's sat in this place and he's got an acoustic guitar. He's plugged in. He's got his flanger and his chorus effects over it, and he's just fucking insanely amount of whittling before he starts a song. Me and my girlfriend sat there, and she was like on her phone playing this game, and then she's just like, "We get it, all right, you can play." And I just pissed myself laughing. She's like, "Yeah, we get it, all right."
You can play.
She's like, "It was a bit much, isn't it?" But then like he started playing the song. Then he got to like he was playing Machine Gun Man.
Yeah.
Played the song. Got to one break in the song, and he just started fucking going for it big time. And then again, she goes, "Oh, we get it." And I just couldn't stop fucking laughing.
That's his thing though. Like for instance, a lot of his Black Label songs, like especially in a live situation, he'll end up with a big Black Label Allman Brothers jam, right?
Yeah.
He'll end up like a big outro solo, and I love it when he does that. So for instance, songs like Suicide Messiah, gets faded out on the album. But like live, they'll do a big jam at the end of it.
Yeah.
In This River, I remember, oh my fucking God. I've been listening to you know what I'm going to say. I've been listening to In This River for so long. And then I saw the live version on Doom Trooping. I didn't even get to when he started soloing without crying.
Yeah.
Just the riff.
Yeah,
the way the way it's transposed. So it's easy. It's just C D, right?
Yeah.
And like the tone, and then fucking hell,
that Bullseye Razorback that he's playing.
That Razorback.
Yeah.
It was a combination between everything and that fucking intro solo.
Yeah. Oh mate.
If somebody were to say just bending, and if somebody and the way he's doing those dives at the end of it.
Yeah.
He's doing like proper Dimebag sort of like dives and stuff, like in like homage to him. Fuck, it hits you like a train. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, "That's it."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's it. That is music complete."
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. No.
And as well, I was just like, I might as well give up. and some people say, "Oh, it's just pentatonic fucking ripping." Tell you what, you stick to a fucking 5-note scale. And you try and get as much out of it as he does.
Yeah, I mean,
or David Gilmour.
I wouldn't even attempt to touch a Zach Wilde solo, which is why I have Jazz. I've got a Black Label cover coming.
Oh, mate. Every now and then, he'll text me going, "You up for doing a solo?" And I'll be like, And then he'll be like, "Yeah, it's Black Label." And I'm like, fuck.
You see, he can't say no because he knows I'll just go to his house and slap his dick while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
But
I can't say no because I need the exposure.
Exactly.
Please subscribe.
I have he has a
channel.
YouTube channel, you know. How many podcasts has that come in? He has a YouTube channel, you know.
Yeah.
Go subscribe. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. And
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We just hit 510 today. So, that's huge.
Let's get it.
Well, this point, I'll have already played the live stream gig, which was last weekend. So if it went absolutely terrible, you guys will know. So, let me know what you thought.
Yes.
Because if I missed a lot of notes, I'm anticipating that right now as I speak.
It's live.
But moving on.
It's allowed to be good. But I just quickly want to touch on the In This River video and song.
Oh, go for it, man.
So In This River by Black Label was Dime's song. It's been in the set list ever since it happened.
And they'll never leave.
Never. And I remember, like you said, watching it on the Doom Troop insane. First time I heard it, though, when it came out, when the Mafia album came out, and I listened to In This River, and the video came out too. So in the video, you got like Little Zach and Little Dime, and they're walking around. There's like all these weird, ugly-looking weird people, and then they're like swimming. But then at the end, only Zach Wilde comes out of the river, right?
With the double neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he like hammers the fuck out of that piano, doesn't he? And sets it on fire.
Yeah.
But like he comes crawling out of the river, but he's on his own, yeah. So for me, that's like they've gone through life and all life's shenanigans together, but this time only Zach came out. And I remember when the video first came out, I still picture it now. I was sat on the corner of my bed, like this far away from the fucking TV, and I watched it. And I remember as soon as it started, I just started to cry.
Yeah,
because it's so like accurate to the whole situation, and you can really feel that song. And for me, being a huge Dime fan like that, I got upset about that. And this video, when I watched it, I remember sitting there and I just started crying.
Yeah,
because it really does, pay homage to Dime, and it tells a good story, especially with the video. So if you've not seen in this video, Riff, fuck. Cut.
In this river
video by Black Label, go check it out. But yeah, it's 100% just amazing. But yeah, I remember that so vividly, just crying. And
as a matter of fact, I'm with you there, because like when I saw him at the show, like I saw the piano version, so they brought a piano out on stage when I saw him live, and these big banners of Dime came down on the back, and it's just like fuck.
And nowadays they've got one of Dime and one of Vinny, don't they? Either side, Dime and Vinny.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and which is fucking awesome,
It is, yeah.
But like I remember today, because I've been in massive Black Label mood, which has led us to this podcast. I was spinning the Mafia album, and I was restringing my guitar. And the power of that song is when I was like mid-turn of the machine head, or whatever it was I was doing. As soon as that song came on, I was like, shit, this one's on that album.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I knew it, but like, I just kind of like forgot. And I was like, it just makes you stop and think.
It does, 100%. That's exactly. Yeah. I saw it played live. The times that I saw Black Label, and I remember, I think the first time I saw it was at the O2 Academy in Bristol. I remember standing there, they dropped the banner down of Dime, Zach's on his guitar, on his piano, and played it. And I the whole gig I was like screaming and singing and going nuts, but for that one I kind of stood there and took it in, and it kind of really made me, think about, Dime. And I remember getting quite emotional during that gig as well.
And for me, like, for instance, like, I would, like, those nights where I'd, like, it would be Black Label night, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd be drinking, and it's like I'd play, like, Funeral Bell, Suffering Overdue, and Graveyard Disciples live, watch all those. And then that one, it's like, right, you've got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I need to be in that, because you've just been out having, like, the good time and the fucking drinking, but it's just like, you need to be ready for that one. And when it fucking hits... as a matter of fact, Black Label, when you talk about the crying thing, right, we're getting real here. There have been actually probably many Black Label songs that have pulled that kind of emotion out of me. And I think it takes a super special band to be able to make you want to fucking destroy and just pick up your guitar and riff.
Yeah.
Pretend to solo like Zach, because you know you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But then take you to the other side of the spectrum, and just like, you know, like for it to like pull on the old heartstrings, you know.
Yeah, man. No, I get you. 100%. So we've just gone for a pee together again. It's kind of becoming a reoccurring thing on these podcasts, is where we cut and go have a piss together. So before we move on to you know, rating the albums and shit, I'm going to share a couple more cool Black Label stories for myself. So when I was like 17, going into 18, huge Black Label fan, you know, big fan of, you know, having a beer. That's where, like, nowadays I'm like, fuck me, let's get some beers in, let's play guitar, let's listen to some fucking like Sabbath, some Zeppelin, all that shit. Right. That stuck with me to this day. Like, I love having a beer playing guitar, because that's like the coolest fucking thing you could ever do. And I learned a lot of that from Zakk Wylde, Black Label, and Dimebag and all that sort of shit. And I remember it'd get to the weekend, I'd work Monday to Friday, get to the weekend, and I'd fucking go out and I'd buy a fucking crate of 12 bottles of Beck's. So for those of you that know, Zakk Wylde is a huge fan of Beck's beer.
You like Beck's
right?
beer, yeah, right.
And I'd go buy a huge crate of it, and I'd put it on the floor, I'd plug my guitar in, and I would just fucking jam drinking these beers. But I found the more beers I drank, the less I could play guitar.
Yeah, same.
But like, then I got to the point I'd be playing, having a good time, you know, riffing out, drinking beer. And then when I got to the point where I'm not capable anymore of playing, I would then put the DVDs on and the videos of Zakk Wylde and just watch and drink. There was one video, there was Zakk Wylde, Dimebag, you know, the whole crew and a few other people. They were in a hotel room, and they went out onto the balcony, and then there was a swimming pool. And obviously Zach, being like the fucking unit that he is, he picks up this massive plant pot, right? He's carrying it like this. And they throw it over the balcony into the swimming pool. And I was like, yeah, that needs to be my life from this day forward.
Yeah.
So I remember that very good. And even today, like I said, you know, Black Label for me, even though Zach doesn't drink anymore, it's still like beers. Yeah, it's like beers, Black Label, music, good music, fucking heavy music, and just like chilling. And I owe a lot of my good times, my good drinking times to Zakk Wylde and Black Label, which is, you've had a troubled day.
Then toss back a couple of adult beverages.
That's what you need to do. Cheers. Let's drink to that.
Cheers. You know, you put that up last night.
Yeah.
You know what? My other half fucking hates it when I do that.
Yeah.
If I've, like, after a long week, and you know we hit Friday and it's like, have a drink. It's like, I always go, if you're having a rough day, toss cut back a couple of adult beverages. She's just like, no, stop. She fucking hates it.
Fuck, shit.
But yeah, that, like, Black Label, it was like a lifestyle thing for me. It was like, obviously, like the partying and the drinking and that sort of stuff, and like just playing riffs and just getting it fucking done, you know, that mentality. But also work as well, especially in jobs that I didn't want to do. It just fucking taught me work ethic. I remember just like my friends saying, like, back in the day, like, how you get on with work and stuff. It's just like, I fucking hate it, but hey, GIFD. It's just like, you just fucking get it done. Game over, man. And then, but you take the Zakk Wylde work ethic with you.
Yeah.
And then you will succeed. Because, like, back in the day, he says in his interviews, man, you go watch the MXR video with his pedals and stuff when, back in the day, he's playing the Pale and Blue Les Paul. He's just like, he'd go to the gas station, he'd work, and then boom, that paycheck. Once the rent and everything's taken out of it, they'll go down toward like an amp or another Les Paul.
Yeah.
This way we can get the band together, you know?
Yeah.
And I carry that exact same thing with me. It's just like, you go and fucking work your ass off, and then to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you work your ass off doing that thing.
Yeah.
You know? But like, but the thing is as well, like, you watch the live shows, and you just look at the focus of just like, fucking get it done. Just like, Just like he just goes and gets it done. There's only one other guitar player I can say has that same sort of. You can see it in their eyes as they're doing it, and it's Alexi Laiho.
Yeah.
Like, Alexi would just get up, sing, play all that complicated stuff, and get it fucking done.
Yeah.
And Zach was a huge influence on Alex.
Yeah.
Right? And they're of the same mentality. It's just like, whatever's going on in the day, you fucking hammered whatever. You're going on stage, you're getting it done. That's it. No problem. You know?
I think we can use this as a teachable moment right now. If you're struggling in life with whatever you're doing, if you hate your job, if you hate your situation that you're in, don't worry about it. Just toss back a couple of cold beers, focus.
Listen to Black Label.
Yeah, focus, reset, kick it in the dick, make some changes, make it happen, do what you want to do. I mean, I had that mentality like forever, you know, back when I was 18, even to now.
Yeah.
For me though, it didn't make me work harder in the job that I hated. It just made me leave the job. You know, during the day, I'd be like, oh fuck. I remember I would, I'd be there and I'd be fucking just, oh, I'm so fed up. Fuck this shit. I can't be arsed. I've got 8 hours left of a 10-hour shift, and all I want to do is go play guitar and party. You know, listen to some Black Label, and then I would, oh, I'm really sick. I need to go home. Then I'd go home and I'd go to the pub and get shit faced, and then play guitar. Yeah. So if you're struggling, don't worry. Life is so short. Get it done. Do what you love to do, and make it happen. Don't. I've always thought, like, don't spend your whole life working your fucking ass off to make someone else successful. Make yourself successful. Yeah. You know.
Don't spend your. And this is one especially for you UK people, because I don't know what the parameters are in other countries. But bear in mind, it's taken me till I was like 28 to start this whole YouTube channel thing, and I'm nearly 30 now. So maybe I was 29. I don't know. No, I was 28. It's like I've been a guitar player since I was 14, yeah? And I've had like phases of like going hard at it and phases of not being able to go harder at it because of like jobs and stuff like that. So it's like, it's not one of those where like, it's like, oh, you've been lucky because like you hit it big when you were fucking a teen and then record labels and all that shit. No, man, I started my YouTube channel when I was 28, and you know, stuff like that. It's like I've only come onto the world, and this thing is only recent, and I'm 30 next year. Don't, if you are young, settle for the British dream of going and getting a job and working your way up, and then one day you'll be foreman or manager, and then you'll get a semi-detached 3-bedroom house and probably a golf on the drive, and then you save your pension, and then you die, and probably have some nice holidays in between. If you want to fucking play guitar, find a fucking way to play guitar. Yeah,
mate. Do you know what? I couldn't agree more. I like, you know, my girlfriend, my family, because like back in the day, my family were kind of like, well, you know, you need a job. You know, you've got to have a job. That's what life is. You have a job, you know, you get a house, you get married, you have kids, you die. And there was something about that just didn't sit right with me. And I was always kind of like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, you know, spending my, you know, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, just working for someone else, you know. And I like, they'd always like drill that into me. And then it got to the point where they were like, okay, so I think it's a bit of, I think they must have had like a chat one night, and they were like, I think our son is a little bit different, because I would always push against the system, you know. I never ever go along with society. I fucking do what I want, and I think my parents kind of realised that okay, right, well, he's not gonna fucking be a normal kid. Like, let's just support him and let him do what he wants. And I think you need to do that, right? If you're, I know we're getting a little bit off topic here, but if you're struggling in your situation that you're in right now, because you're thinking, because I used to work for Amazon, right? Never worked for Amazon. Fuck those bitches. Who's the guy that owns Amazon? Jeff something.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Oh no, that's
Elon. You twat.
No, he doesn't fucking own it. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, Jeff something. Yeah. He's retired now, though, isn't he? Right.
Yeah, he's also a cunt. So never worked for Amazon. So I worked for Amazon, right? And I was doing 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, and I hated it. Because every time I was there, I was just like, I want to be playing guitar. I'd be stood at work, and I'd be like, I'll come up with like a riff in my head or a song idea.
Yeah.
But then when I would leave, like 8 hours later, I forgot it. And I was like, all this fucking talent and like inspiration is just going to waste. Yeah. And it got to the point where I like I said, I would leave work to just go home and play guitar, because it's like, I need to do that. If I'm inspired to do something, I need to do it there and then. I can't wait 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to do it, because then you lose that inspiration. Yeah. And that's actually when I worked for Amazon, I actually left. They paid me like $3,000 to leave. Yeah. So I left, and I was like, I'm gonna leave, get this money, start my YouTube channel. That's when I started my YouTube channel, and I spent every single fucking day, morning, afternoon, night, YouTube videos, YouTube. And obviously that's what it's turned into today. You know, people say to me, "Oh, you're lucky to have this endorsement." So it's not luck. Like, it's fucking a lot of work.
It's fucking hard work.
A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of debt. You know. So if you're in a situation that you're not loving right now, fuck that. Fuck the system. Fuck the man. Fuck the normal, and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Screw the cost. Do it.
I'll say exactly the same thing. Is like, I've done it 12-hour shifts in the factory. I used to get back from those, and like, obviously, because you're working 12-hour shifts, right? Your eating goes to shit. So I go get a Mackey's, right? And eat like shit to like at least some reward for the shift, right? Yeah. And I come back, and I'd watch Matt's videos, for instance, because you got to bear in mind I'm a fucking fan, and I'd watch Matt's videos because usually he put one out by that point. I fucking gobble that Mackey's down while I was watching this 10-minute video, because you don't want to think about life, because I was heavily fucking depressed. You know, my relationship had ended at that point, and I was just in this fucking limbo. And you don't want to think, so you just get the food down you as soon as possible. You watch the video, and then you fucking black out, you know, until your next shift. And I've been there, and it, you know what? It's fucking grim, but you know, from my end of it, it's like, here I am, and I've got a podcast from the guy that I was watching through that. You know, so it's fucking weird. So just what I'm saying here is, believe what you want, but if you apply your mind, weird shit happens. Yeah,
I mean, it's like there's people that I went to school with, right? And I see them now, and they're like, "Oh, I've got a mortgage and a kid." It was like, yeah, well, I was shit. I'm 29. Right. I was shit faced last night. You know. I was so drunk my trousers were on my head, and I think I never want to be that person that's like, oh, I have this because I have to have a mortgage, I have to have kids. It's like, I want to be like 80 years old and still be sat here doing a podcast getting shit faced.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
like people.
Hopefully, a couple of tours under my belt by that point. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But like I said, for those of you out there that are in a situation you don't like, just fuck it off. Do what you want to do, for fuck's sake. Because the thing is, you're only here once. Shit, like, you can fucking die tomorrow, and all you did was be someone else's bitch.
And you can find a way. There are ways and fucking means of doing it.
Yeah, it's like people say, like, oh, I can't do it. I can't. Well, but I can't. It's like, but you fucking can. Like, if
there's ways and means.
Yeah, the only way it's actually going to happen is if you just fucking do it. You start putting the things into place to make it happen, which is why I do my YouTube channel, you know? Just fucking the steps, and then...
All this started last year. I lost my fucking job last year. Back to square one. Yeah? Back to square one last year. This time last year, or when COVID hit. What was it? Fucking February?
March 2020.
I lost it, like my job, everything. It was like, right, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
It's like, well, what you best at doing, and where's your heart? It's like music. So here we are.
There we go.
You know? And it didn't just fucking boom.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't just come to me on a platter. You have to fucking work for it. You know, my YouTube channel doesn't make a fucking dime. Yeah. I'm at 510 subscribers. And even when it does, I'm not going to be fucking raking in the big bucks anyway. But, you know, we'll fucking get it there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you've got to have that can-do attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just that vision to get it done. It's just like, I said many a time on my Instagram post, it's like, thank you so much for your support. I am Nihilist92, and I play heavy music. That's what I do, and that's what you subscribe for.
Yeah.
That's my vision. That's my goal, and lo and behold, people get it and watch it.
That's the only way it's going to happen. If you could, like, everything that's happened with my YouTube channel, the way it looks, what I do, my endorsements. I pictured it. I pictured myself being endorsed by Ernie Bull. Now it's happened. If you can picture it and you can see it being a thing, it's going to fucking happen, but only you can make that happen. It's not just going to come to you like that and, oh, there you go. You got to work for it. So fucking do it.
In the words of James Hetfield, you know, dare to fail.
Yeah. I choose to choose to live, not just exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're only like a tiny blip on the history of the world. We're like this tiny piece of shit. Like we mean nothing, right?
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite artists, Tom McDonald, he says the average person lives to 79 years old, right? Get a load of this. That's 700,000 hours that you're alive. 700,000 hours. Think about that. And if you're spending that time just being a dick, fuck that shit. if you wanna follow your dream, whatever it is, do it. If you wanna fucking drink at 6 a.m, do it. Like, you're only here once. For something you want to do, just fucking make it happen, you know? Right, so we got a little bit off topic there. We got all fucking motivational and shit. I've actually got a video coming out. Well, it's probably already out now. So a track that I recorded a little while ago called Tranquility, I did an acoustic version. An extended version. And I did like so we got this like fake fire thing downstairs. Put my camera in front of it, zoomed in, made it look really nice. Put some campfire sounds over it and played that song. Nice. You know, like the ultimate, like what you did, the relaxation kind of thing.
Yeah. Right.
So that's out. So if you've not seen that, go watch it now. But yeah, so we've kind of like sidetracked a bit, but that's kind of cool. That's what we do when we're just chilling, being sexy.
But the root of that is we're Black Label fans.
Yes.
And that's why we are the way we are.
Yes. The Black Label family is fucking weird. Shout out to Poland. I'm drinking my Heineken Poland edition right now.
Dzień dobry, jak się masz?
I've also got France going.
So rubbish.
Did you know there's a saying in Polish that if you like pronounce the last word wrong, it goes from "Can I have some ice cream" to "Can I have a blowjob"? So like quickly, when I worked at Amazon, right, there's obviously loads of Polish people work there.
Yeah, same in the factory.
And they told me that, and they were like, "Oh, go and ask over there for some ice cream." I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "All right." So I did. They taught me how to say it, and I went and said it. Oh my god! Little did I know, I asked my manager, Michael, for a blowjob. There you go. Shout out Poland. Right. So Black Label. As you know, we're moving on here. Black Label are amazing. Moving on to the albums, and we're gonna let you know our favorite album, least favorite album, and talk about it. So, Jazz, do you want to start this one off, bud?
Yeah, this was difficult for me because there's so many albums in between. I mean, there's fucking 10 of them. So,
the sound of you scratching your head.
I know.
Don't know why that was funny. Yeah, go on.
So you got to bear in mind that we were going to list them all, but for time, we're just going to do our least favorite and favorite. My least favorite would be Grimmest Hits.
Okay, I think I'm probably with you on that one. Yeah.
And my penultimate. I don't know why I say that because that's second to first. My first favorite album, my most favorite album, is Mafia. It's got everything.
Mate.
It's got apps. I listened to it today, and fucking hell, it's got one track after the other.
What's that song? I was jamming it earlier. Down, Red Cross, I'll be walking.
Oh yeah. That's
Is it?
Isn't that Cross the Bear?
No. Yes. No.
Down out this round. Oh, a long time. Been a long time.
It's been a long time. Mate, that's a cracking
It's War Pigs.
Yeah.
The outlay of it is da-down, da-da-da-da-da-da-down. Yeah, it's War Pigs. Zakk Wylde just sticks to the formula of the greats. This is why, like, you can't fault him. He takes what the greats do, and he takes that formula, and he makes it his own, and it's infallible.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
And for me, Mafia, Suicide Messiah. I'm naming the obvious ones here, but I like the deep cuts as well. Dr. Octavia,
Oh, mate.
which is like his guitar solo with the octave pedal on. Been a long time. Like a Bird.
What's
right? Obviously Fire It Up.
What's I Never Dreamed? I think it's the last track.
Yeah, that's the Skinner covered, right?
Insane fucking soloing on that is fucking shit.
The big jam at the end, yeah. But like stuff like Say What You Will. Yeah. Like and is it Forever Down?
Oh,
like he wrote a metal record.
That's an do you know what? That track is fucking heavy.
And then James Lomenzo coming in. You're gonna burn.
Oh yeah.
I'll teach you to burn.
Look at that. I tell you what, Mafia, mate. I remember when, even to this day, right? I'm 29 years old. When Mafia came out and I heard Suicide Messiah in the music video, you know, there's that scene where Zach is like walking after that woman. She's like running away and he's just walking.
Yeah.
So like, I've always like fantasized that when I'm walking like out somewhere and I've got music playing, that's how I picture myself, is being this like bearded dude just like stalking someone. And I don't know why. It's weird.
A rapist.
Yes, I like to think of myself as a rapist. But just the way Zach is like fucking walking with a purpose.
Yeah. I won't lie. I'm the same. Like the weight when he walks.
Yeah.
When he's got his denim. When I like, for instance, like I like to wear the denim jacket. You know. But when you walk, Zach has that weight. He kind of just.
Mate, he's a big boy. I remember I bought, you know, the boots he wears. You seen his boots that he has?
Yeah, right.
I remember me and my dad, bless him, he searched the internet for fucking hours and hours on end trying to find these boots back in the day because I really wanted some. And shout out to you, Dad. Always supporting my dreams there. And you, Mum. Shout out to you. But yeah, I found some. They were like USA firefighter like issue boots, exactly like Zach's, with the same heel, the high leg thing. But yeah, man, I tell you what it is. Like songs like Suicide Messiah, anything Black Label is music that makes you feel fucking tough,
empowered.
Yeah, if someone's like giving you shit, you put some Black Label on and you just fucking kick shit out of them.
Fucking done. Yeah.
You know, I think that's what I love, and it's like,
what is it Zach says? I got a violent temper, and then I'm gonna bite your balls off, and then gonna French kiss you in your mouth.
Bite your dick and balls off and French kiss them in your mouth. That's when he's talking about bullies, isn't he? He's talking about like, but he's like,
yeah.
I'll be the guy that's just waiting for you, and you know, I'll jump out of the bush with a baseball bat and break every fucking bone in your body. Then I'll bite your dick and balls off and French kiss them in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
But mate, Mafia, fucking beast album. Grimmest hits, and then like that being your least favorite. I think I probably agree with that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna read through the list. I'm not gonna go into every single one because otherwise it won't make sense. I've got, just bear in mind this was just something I scribbled down. I've got Grimmest hits 9, so we're going low to high. Then comes Sonic Brew, only because it was a shadow of things to come. Then, for some reason, I put Hangover music, but I'm going by heavy metal here, right? Then Shot to Hell, Blessed Hell Ride, 1990 Eternal, Order of the Black, Catacombs of the Black Vatican, believe it or not, Stronger Than Death, then Mafia.
Right, okay. I think for me, it's tough. Least favourite, I would probably say, after listening to every Black Label album, I'd probably put Sonic Brew at the bottom.
Okay.
Because it's heavy, it's good Black Label, but every other album is way better, right?
I find that it's got more. See, that was number 9 on my list, and Grimmest Hits is at the bottom. Only because Grimmest Hits, I don't know, it was a bit predictable.
Yeah.
It didn't have the old school Black Label
vibe
to me. It was heavy songs, Sabbathy songs. It was cool and everything. Way much prefer Catacombs, which is why it's number 3 on
I mean, the new Black Label song, Set You Free, they've gone back to a very 1919 internal guitar tone.
They have.
I found like
exactly.
a lot of the newer albums, like Catacombs and Order of the Black, like Zach's guitar tone, it was very like fizzy.
Yeah,
And I just didn't like
right.
it. But this
You're
new
right.
song, it's very old school Black Label tone where it's just heavy and it just fucking does like horrible stuff to your bumhole. So Sonic Brew I'd put at the bottom. My favourite album, obviously this can change because I always find favourites, it's
Likewise.
it all depends on your time and your situation. I would probably say, as of right now, which is September the 2nd, 2021, I'm going to put Shot to Hell as my current favourite.
Yeah.
So Shot to Hell.
Fucking love that album.
Firstly, right, you've got 3 nuns on the fucking album cover. I'll show the camera now.
I know.
Right?
Yeah,
you got
right.
3 nuns and a fucking 8-ball. And the songs on there were just fucking cool. Concrete Jungle, New Religion,
Black Mass Reverence,
The Last Goodbye. Oh my god.
Devil's Dime.
Oh my god, that's Mike.
Yeah.
The mic ran away. Fuck, Devil's Dime. Oh, the Devil's Dime, Devil's Dime.
On the Devil's Dime.
Blood is Thicker Than Water.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Yeah. Shot to Hell for me was because I saw them on the Shot to Hell tour.
This is a problem because I'm looking at my list thinking you were way fucking wrong there because you're saying this because I love Shot to Hell and that's so low down on my list, but isn't that sign of a good band when you just can't really rank it?
It is, yeah.
I wrote this pretty quickly today and I'm looking at it right now like, hello, here it is. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, why is Shot to Hell so low? I prefer that to Order of the Black.
Yeah. I mean, Order of the Black had some like sick riffs like Parade of the Dead.
Oh, Godspeed Hellbound.
Oh, mate.
Because I saw him on that tour.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a soft spot for that album.
Yeah.
Southern Disillusion.
Oh.
Oh, and by the way, as like rhythm guitar goes, you try Parade of the Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm addressing you guys. You know, if you want to try a rhythm guitar challenge, pick every note. You try Parade of the Dead. It's impossible.
Like the song, like Parade of the Dead. It's that like that Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, F Sharp. I was watching. There's a video on YouTube of Zach Wilde doing a playthrough of that song. Yeah, and I'm watching it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Next, me and Jazz are actually going to do a Black Label cover together very soon. So watch this space.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, I'm gonna try. I might. Matt's gonna do the cover, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like when the solo comes, I'm just gonna hold a note and a bend.
Yeah.
And that'll be the solo.
That'll be it.
That's it.
That'll be it.
Note.
But yeah, no, Shot to Hell. The songs on that. I remember I used to sit there every single day. I would take like 3-4 hours out of my day just to listen to that album over and over. New Religion, I think, was one of my favourites. That's one they played on the Shot to Hell tour. That's one they opened with. Do you remember when I told you about when my dad came and he just got absolutely destroyed?
Yeah.
They played that, and that's my memory, is my dad being ravaged by loads of weird, sweaty men.
I gotta say, though, like The Blessed Hell Ride is a great album as well. I'm not
Destruction Overdrive, all those sort of shit, yeah.
And that makes me think, for anybody listening, we've got a new drinking game for you.
Oh, shit, okay. Let me know.
If you're bored... And you're having
every time Zach Wilde does a pinched harmonic.
Every time Zach does a pinch harmonic, you take a shot. And if you listen to Destruction Overdrive, all your problems are going to be solved within a matter of 4 seconds.
Yeah, he's very pinch harmonic friendly on that one, isn't
he? Yeah. But yeah, so like Blessed Hell Ride, that's a great album. I love the songs. I love Hangover Music. I don't know why I put that one so low. I'm just looking at the list.
Book of Shadows too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Book of Shadows.
That was the tour that I met the band on.
Ah, okay.
Like that was a very, very dark, horrible time in my life. When I went to that gig, like, it's horrible. There's songs like I think my favourite from Book of Shadows 2 is King.
Yeah.
I can't put that on without end up crying and sobbing and realizing how much of an absolute cock spanner I really am.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're a cock spanner.
Thanks, mate.
I love you very much.
I appreciate it. Are we going to get gay again? Are we going to get really gay?
You go and handle the bromance.
Yeah. Yeah. Zach,
but
Jazz has promised me a pinched harmonic, so I'm looking forward to that.
he's waiting to see what that actually is.
I'm looking forward to it, you know?
All I'm going to do is I'm just going to come and play the Granger guitar. I'm going to drive all the way down to fucking Herefordshire or wherever it fucking is, right? Hertfordshire. I'm going to drive all the way down and just go, yeah, give me the guitar. What?
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it,
Right,
Jazz. Tell everyone where I live, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck. Cut that out. Sorry.
No, I'm joking. No, honestly, it's fine. People know.
Well, I said 2 fucking places there, so it could be either one. So there's going to be queues at the door in either place, at least.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be cut in half.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Come for a beer. So yeah, for me, Sonic Brew least favourite, Shot to Hell, current favourite. But like you said, you know it's a good band when it's always changing. Like next week, another album might be my favourite, you know?
Yeah, easily. I mean, Mafia, I'm looking at the list now. Mafia will always be my favourite, right?
Yeah.
But like coming in at number 2, Stronger Than Death.
Mate, they're 13 Years of Grief.
Fucking hell.
That
13 Years of Grief.
when he plays it, they play it over the
of the harmonics. And like Ain't Life Grand? The lyrics in that song, it's just like killing, raping, give it a hand, ain't life grand. Like
it's like a Friday night for me, really.
Yeah. But it's just like the sarcasm of just like, it's a load of shitty stuff. Ain't Life Grand. But the riff, dun 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 dun. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Shit. I'll tell you another good song.
Another
good song. Stoned and Drunk off Blessed Hell Ride.
Oh,
Stoned and Drunk, completely gone.
Opening track on Blessed Hell Ride. It's fucking awesome. And obviously 1919 Eternal, one of my favorite Black Label moments, actually. One of my favorite Black Label moments. Yeah, whiskey's good, yeah. You know, we could have done this without drinking. Would it have been as fun?
Literally, it wouldn't be as good if we weren't drinking. Like,
1919 Eternal, Genocide Junkies,
oh
one of my favorite Black Label moments. So that is, because that's a very strange sounding album. It's quite...
Yeah.
That's what I hear when I listen to that album. Live, Genocide Junkies, they do a custom intro with the octaves, harmonies, down, down,
yeah.
And then Zach comes in with this.
Yeah.
And it's going dun 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 dun. Yeah, and it's his voice and the control over the top of that fucking riff. And then one of those videos, even better because his guitar goes out of tune for that, because for whatever reason you tune in that low, you can hear it. It's like really out. But either way, just the way Zach's like not screaming but like singing like over that riff. Genocide Junkies, you know. And then like there's some versions on YouTube that you can watch where the breakdown comes, and they get all the crowd up on stage.
Yeah.
And they get this blonde guy to play the guitar.
Yeah, mate. Fucking hell.
It's awesome. So I guess the takeaway from this episode, because we could sit around and jack off over any band that we like and enjoy, but the takeaway from this episode of Loud and Proud is Black Label has been like, it's not just a band we're fucking into. And bear in mind, I want to say this, like, Matt and I, you know, we've not known each other since fucking birth and teens and school and all that shit. We're, you know, like, become friends in the last couple of years, but still, like, Black Label for 2 guys, it's like, it's been a lifestyle.
Yeah, do you know what that I was mate, oh my god, we should actually get like married. So I was gonna say the exact same thing, right? Black Label Society isn't a choice, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's huge. It really is.
100%, I agree with that. Like, no, I've enjoyed this episode. I'm like, Black Label Society for me
Same.
have been a huge part of my life, a huge influence on me. Like, as of lately, I've been doing some real kind of like Zach Wild Black Label inspired stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the videos I posted. And me and Jazz are going to put out a Black Label cover. And but yeah, Black Label, man. This is the podcast of everything Black Label Society. Man, I'm going to put out some messages, see if we can get Zach Wild on a podcast.
Oh my god.
I'll because he's done it with a few other people recently.
He's done it with a fair few people. It's not hard in this day and age. I think yeah, I think he'd dig it.
I think if he sees my beard, he'll be like, yeah, we got to do this.
Yeah. And I think whatever tree you bark up, keep barking up it, you know, because it takes a while to get these things through.
Yeah. But imagine if we get Zach Wild on a podcast, how inadequate and emasculated are you going to feel, Jazz? These two big old bearded men talking.
Hang on.
And you're just sat there.
Hang on.
So, like, talk to me, honestly. Like, if it'll make you feel uncomfortable, we'll stop.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this.
That looks like Nick Catney's from that DVD.
I'm going to do this. Look. If you're having a rough day,
Now you just like the Taliban.
toss back a couple of adult beverages. But yeah. No.
There we go.
I think both of us, to be fair, if Zach Wild came on the podcast, it, you know, it'd be all well and good, and then eventually it happens, and then we'd be like,
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, no, Zach, keep talking.
Yeah, but the thing is, he'd be like, yeah, so anyway, you know, the Yankees, they got such and such playing for the team, and without a doubt, you know, I drink Drex beer, but I don't drink anymore. And
then me and Jazz just be like,
wow.
Oh, there we go.
The demise of sanity, it's gonna break your soul, it's gonna rock your throat.
There we go. Look at that.
There we go.
We'll see. Watch this space. I'll try everything I can to get Zach Wild on the podcast, even if I have to send him my credentials, as in how cool my beard is. I mean, he's commented on one of my videos on Instagram.
He has, like Father Matt, something,
Yeah, I was playing my mate's Wild Audio Flying V that he got from the Zach Wild Black Label gig where he signed it, and he actually played that guitar on stage.
Oh, nice.
So I reckon Zach will see my name and he'll be like, oh, that's the guy with a really cool beard now. We're not worthy.
Oh, no, he'll be like,
we're not worthy.
He'll be like, of course, that's the Riff Master.
The one, he signed the picture to the Riff Master. He knows who I am.
There we go.
If you're easily offended, don't watch it. So, guys, thank you. Episode 5 of the Loud and Proud podcast. This episode was everything Black Label Society. If you're a Black Label Society fan, if you are part of the family, the UK chapter, whatever chapter you're a part of, if you've got the ink, SDMF right there, bitches. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I mean, I can always talk about Black Label and Zach Wild. It's always a joyous time. You're drinking a few cold beverages. Thanks for joining, listening on Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not following us on Spotify, well then go follow us on Spotify. That's literally that simple. And Jazz, any wise words for the viewers out there?
Subscribe to the channels.
Did you know Jazz has a YouTube channel?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, don't try and pick every note. Just because Zach picks every note, I wouldn't advise it.
No.
Hammer-ons and pull-offs are okay.
Not until you grow an amazing beard. Don't even attempt it.
Yeah, exactly. Which I've failed to do. So I guess I have to pick every note in order to make up for this.
I've got a great beard, but I still can't do it. But I'm not that guy, pal. Trust me, I'm not that guy.
So, what I'm going to say to you guys is not the middle finger. I'm going to say to you guys, we love you. I'm going to raise a glass. I'm going to say chug one.
Shout out to Poland.
Shout out. And I'm going to say, for the first time.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Rock out. Be awesome. And see ya.
See ya. Vagina.